Yeah, demon diva, quite the screamer. Cursing, tease ya, hurting, please ya. Spot her out in any of y'all arenas. Break the meter, get way too excited, watch her boot up. If the lady could, she get lady wood until you know who we can suit up. I get a girl a salute, wrestling down at the rope. Y'all gotta run with the group, wrestling with the commute. Yeah, that fire glows. Time for the show. I go by the name of Wrestle Flow. Yeah.
Hi, my little demons and divas, and bienvenidos. Welcome back to my channel. Que la que hay, mi gente, estamos activados, estamos encendidos. It is I, Isa, aka the Demon Diva, and the big dog. Hi, baby, I missed you. Roman's here with me, you guys. What's going on? How's everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? It's Monday, and you know what that means. We're going to be drinking a little bit of wine. I'm trying a new wine today. It's kiwi strawberry flavored. I love Snapple kiwi strawberry, so I saw it, and I was like, why not? So, yeah, that's what we're doing here. I'm going to do a roll call here in a second. Let me see, who do I have here with me today? First of all, I missed you guys. I feel like I haven't pregame in forever. I see Mike D is in the chat. I see John Riley, Rory the Proud Boricua, saludito, que es la que hay. John Emmanuel. Finn Abs, thank you so much. Saying so proud of you this weekend. You see that? Samson NC is here. What's going on, NC? I haven't seen you here in a while. Gustavo Guerrero, como Eddie, que viva la raza. Thank you so much for checking out la previa de WWA. I was there this weekend if you guys missed it. Ricky, Eric, Phil Nation, Michael. Hi, Joseph. How are you? I see Justin Smith, Brandon, Samantha. Eric, let me see. I think I said hi to everybody. John, Bunny. Hugs and kisses to you, my love. Interesting to see what Raw has in store. Yeah, it should be a very interesting episode of Monday Night Raw. Jerry Winters is here. Some impressive weekend you had. You are making quite a name for yourself, Jerry. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I did have a very busy weekend. Thank you so much. Reynaldo Ramos, that's my dad, you guys. That's my dad. My dad is in the chat. Saludo, que es la que hay, papi. Bendición. ¡Mua! Te amo mucho. Tina, what's going on? Stellar Justin Lopez, my buddy, is here in the chat. My girl, Tina. SRS better watch. He's back. That's my buddy. This MIDI 3000. Are we still going to let it play out for Bianca? And Samson says he likes my look today. Thank you, you guys. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Recientemente me conocí. Ay, gracias, Mateo. Bienvenido. Mis amores, my loves, if you guys haven't checked it out, I do have a review en español over on Lucha Libre Online. So you guys can go to Lucha Libre Online if you want to see my Royal Rumble review en español. Hablé todo lo que pensé de mi Royal Rumble. Here, I'm going to talk to you guys in English. Wow, I fell. John! $9.99. Sure as hell not for Brock, definitely not for Shane, and absolutely not for the Rumble, but for you, because damn, you were on WWE TV. I really was on WWE TV this weekend. I had an epic weekend, you guys. But let's I think Roman wants his treat. I think you want your treat? You want a treat? Okay. He wants his treat. So let's give Roman his treat. Thank you so much, John, for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you. Let me give Roman a treat. And let's talk about this Royal Rumble, you guys, because I was there live. I was in St. Louis, and here you go, baby. I have to say, here I go. I have to say that when the night started, the energy was incredible. They opened the show with Roman Reigns against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins threw in that Shield entrance. The crowd in St. Louis was amazing. There was a lot of, Ricky, happy early birthday, my love. I hope all of your birthday wishes come true. the I've been to St. Louis before. Stellar Justin Lopez is asking if I like the city. I've been to St. Louis before. I don't think it's all that. We were right by the arch. Like the hotel was literally right by the arch, so that was cool. Um, but I didn't really do much. It was very, very cold, and I was so busy working that I think the only time I got to explore the city was when I walked from the hotel to the dome. That's about it. Um, so the energy from the crowd was like absolutely incredible, incredible. So when the show started, by the time we left, people were very disappointed. I was not necessarily disappointed with the winners. I was disappointed with the way they booked the Rumble matches. You could have done more. And it felt like a slap in the face for a lot of current stars that you need to be building. Um, it felt very lackluster. And I didn't even like the Women's Rumble, but I will say the Women's Rumble was better than the men's. And that's saying something because the Women's Rumble wasn't really all that either. But let me talk about Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns because that was the highlight of the night. That was the match of the night. I know that it had a questionable finish, but I liked it, and the reason why is because I feel like you need to have a storyline that you can revisit with Roman Reigns, and this leaves the door open for a Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. If you would have built this the right way, this match could have main evented WrestleMania. Imagine that Shield entrance, that moment that music hit. Imagine that on a WrestleMania stage, and the match that they put on up until the finish, the kickouts, the counters, the mind games. I mean, this match had it all. And I don't think that Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns can put on a bad match between the two of them. They have such chemistry. I mean, they've been working. They came up together, part of the Shield. Seth really used that to his advantage with his mind games that he was playing with Roman. As soon as I heard the Sierra Hotel India, I was in my feels. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing with that entrance. And even better, hi, Feli, my love, how are you? And even better, Seth walked right by us. I got to touch him and everything. It was so funny because I heard the music. Hello, James Adams. Oh, you saw me on Peacock. When the music hit, I thought he was doing that just to fuck with him. But to see him come through the crowd in his old sheer gear, I mean, oh, we're gonna talk about the WrestleMania sign catching on fire. I mean, it was perfect. Seth Rollins is doing some of the best work of his career right now, and I don't understand why some people still like criticize him because I don't think that he's because people don't like what he wears. I personally like his outfits, you know. But that being said, the finish, I think we could have done a little bit of a you could have let Seth pass out, but now Seth won by DQ. So Seth still has Roman's number. Roman still hasn't beaten him. That's good for him. Seth had the crowd on the palm of his hand. At some point, everybody was chanting, burn it down. Roman got booed. You guys can see the reaction. It's up in my channel. I got the reaction live from the arena. Marquise Gunn with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, my love. Hey, Isa, hope all is well with you. All is well. I'm just very exhausted. I don't think I've rested in like a week, but rest is overrated. We'll get to it when I'm all caught up. I still have the men's Royal Rumble reaction is coming, and I have a couple of clips from some interviews that I did this weekend that I'm going to be putting on the channel. So I gotta get caught up with that. Dark Lions, ¿qué pasó, mi amor? You saw my review on Lucha Libre online. I mentioned that my review in Spanish is over there. Thank you so much. Espero que estés bien. Saluditos, mi amor. The finish, I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't like how obvious it looked like the referee put Seth's hand on the rope. Like, I was like, God, that threw me off. I love the recreation of the share shot, but Roman doing it to Seth this time. Like, it was like, it looked the same, like when Seth did it to him. I really, really like this match, and I will die on this hill. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins could main event WrestleMania if they put the machine behind it and build this feud the right way. I really think they could main event WrestleMania, which goes to tell you that I didn't think that Brock needed to drop the WWE title. Because in my opinion, if you have Brock and Roman being the best thing that you have going on right now, why not keep them on separate shows, holding separate titles, so you have 2 nights of WrestleMania to build around? Right now, Bobby Lashley, while I think it's great that he won, feels very transitional. So Everything is weird, but we'll get to that. We're getting ahead of our time. I really, really enjoy Seth and Roman. I really loved the match. I thought everything was incredible, and they killed it. They killed it. The energy, they had the crowd, they knew what they were doing. Again, I don't think they could put on a bad match. And the problem was that was the highlight of the night. And that was it. That was like, I did like, and we'll get to Brock versus Lashley. I did like that match. I did. So we went from that to the women's Royal Rumble match, and I I'm gonna give you guys what I liked because I want to be very positive. I'm not trying to come in here and shit all over the product. I think you already seen enough reviews of people complaining about this premium live event and how disappointed people were. I think Ronda Rousey winning is the right choice. I know you can have her coming at 30. If you're gonna have Brock coming at 30, I personally loved that Shayna came out at 30, and we got a little moment between Shayna and Ronda because they are friends, and I thought that was pretty fucking epic. I love Shayna's gear, by the way. I cannot tell you guys enough how much I loved the moment between Nikki Ash and Mighty Holly. Only one superhero around here. Really, really loved that moment. Loved Mickie James coming out to hardcore country with the Impact title around her waist. Now, that was big dick energy for MILF Mickie James, and I was here for all of it. Loved that. I loved the mom vibes on this Royal Rumble. There was a lot of women in there, and not just in there. You have Becky Lynch in other matches as well, but there's a lot of women in there that gave birth very recently, including your fucking Royal Rumble winner. This woman, her organs are not even back where they're supposed to be, and she just comes back and fucking wins the Rumble. Like, you gotta give these women props. Sarah Logan recently gave birth. Both of the Bellas have babies. You had Ronda Rousey. It was just an incredible night for women empowerment and girls that just because you become a mom doesn't mean you have to give up on your career or your dreams or whatever you want to do. Really, really loved it. Really love seeing Ronda. I didn't want to get my hopes up for Ronda just because of the fact that she gave birth so recently. You guys know I love Ronda Rousey. So I'm never going to be against her coming back. But at some point in the Rumble, it started to feel like we were just waiting to get to Ronda Rousey. No storylines were built, the moms definitely ruled at the Rumble. Right to Censor Ivory was such a highlight as well. Thank you for bringing it up. That was fun. I have fun seeing the Bella twins again in the ring. I hated that they eliminated Liv. I hated how they, okay, here the positivity stops. Because I hated how they treated Bianca. Sasha Banks. Why bring her back? Why bring her back? Why bring her back? First of all, you ruined the surprise by bringing her back on Friday. And then you bring her back. As soon as she came out at number 1, I had a bad feeling. I'm being honest with you. She looked incredible. Sasha looked absolutely incredible. But they did her dirty. She got eliminated by Queen Zelina Vega. No shade. I love Zelina Vega, but that was not right. Sasha Banks, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, some of the favorites got done so dirty. I don't remember some of the eliminations even. I am so sick and tired of Charlotte Flair always having Rhea Ripley's number. Like, keep them far the fuck away from each other. Like, I don't want to see them ever cross paths again. Because I thought Rhea was actually having a decent showing. I didn't like how they treated her. I did like seeing Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan in the ring together. You didn't build any storylines. Like, you kind of kept Naomi and Sonya going, but Lita eliminating Mickie James, that got her some heat. People didn't want to see Mickie James get eliminated. I actually love that. So, when it comes to the returns, I liked seeing Melina, but the way that they did her, it was almost like you might as well not even had her come back, if you guys want me to be honest. Why have Melina come back to have Sasha eliminate her within a few minutes, and then you eliminate Sasha, but Aaliyah stays in the match for like forever? I didn't like that. But I do respect that some of the legends in WWE do come back and let the newer talent put them over, which we don't see. Buddy says Melina and seeing Cameron was the highlight. Yeah, I like seeing Cameron and hearing the Funky Doctors like entrance music. There's a plane flying over my place right now. Please stop. Anyways, So obviously, hi Jared. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as I tell you guys about it. Feli says, I love Melina, Michelle, Cameron, Ivory. Hold on. Alicia Fox. I love seeing Alicia Fox. Oh, I do have to say thank you for reminding me, Feli. I love that the Bellas eliminated Alicia Fox because you guys remember when Alicia was hanging out with the Bellas. I love that Brie got some revenge on Nikki and eliminated Nikki. A little bit of a stupid decision, to be honest, because why would you eliminate your sister who will work with you when you have Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair in the ring? Get those two out with your sister, then get your sister out. But hey, I get it. They weren't gonna go anywhere. I thought the Bellas looked great. Love Bree's gear, and Bree got a huge reaction and a humongous yes chant. People love the Bellas, and that's what it comes down to. You can never take away the pull and the connection that they have with the fans. So yeah, so Ronda come back. Oh, Rokaba. Well, I couldn't watch the Doudrop Becky match because of the fire, but we'll get to that here after this. I thought Ronda winning was the right choice. I didn't like how to the point it was. Like there was no build up. There was no like, oh, it's down to Charlotte and Ronda. Let's fight it out. Both rumbles were like when the person that was going to win came out, it was like over within 5 minutes, and I didn't like that. Like, okay, like you didn't even make them work for it. I think we all knew that uh, Ronda and Brock were winning based on the dirt sheets and the rumors, but it's like you really can't book a good rumble. Like you're just going to depend on the name value of the people winning the rumbles, and it exposed how they don't have enough talent. It exposed that NXT is dead because you could have brought Raquel Gonzalez. You could have brought out Io Shirai. There's a couple of people in NXT that you could have brought out even for a showing, and they didn't bring anybody. There was no surprises, no NXT surprises whatsoever in this Rumble. We're celebrating Damian Priest debuting in the Rumble last year today. He's lucky that he got to debut before all of this shit has gone down with NXT. Um, So overall, I love seeing Mickey James. Like I said, I already told you guys what I like. I thought the decision to have Ronda win is a good decision. And honestly, I am excited to see Ronda come back. I know a lot of people are against this, but if you go back and look at WWE, the best year that the only time that the women's division was treated as a priority was the year that Ronda was there. So if Ronda coming back is going to bring us fair booking for the women's division, maybe a women's pay-per-view again, I'm here for it. And you have to give Ronda Rousey incredible props for coming back. And yeah, I think she gassed out a couple of times. You could see it. She was tired. This woman just gave birth. And she still has a couple of months before WrestleMania to really go back to her peak and prime physically. You hear it a lot from some of the performers. Being in ring shape is completely different to being in shape. She will get in ring shape. She hasn't been around for 2 years. Let's give her a break. Mighty Molly versus Nikki Ash. Nicholas, I talked about it. One of my favorite moments. I actually got to tell Nikki about it the next morning in the hotel lobby. I had a very special moment with Nikki, and I just completely love her. Okay, she gave me a lot of props for my interview, and it was awesome. But I had a conversation with her, and I got to tell her how much I love that spot, and she was telling me that she was so happy that the fans were reacting so positive because her and Mighty Molly, like they really fought to get that spot in there. So I'm glad that they were able to get it and that the fans loved it because I personally loved it. I thought it was great. I thought as soon as Holly came out, I was like, there can only be one superhero. Nikki Ash is gonna fuck her up. I see another super chat in here. This Midi 3000 says, do you think the final two was Ronda and Bianca, the crowd would have turned on Ronda? Easy to cheer for Ronda over Charlotte. Yes, 1000%. They are so are you taking us out of the refrigerator? We love being okay, chicken salad. This Midi, they did a couple of things very smart. One of the things that I thought WWE did right when it came to the booking of the Rumble was have Bianca come out as soon as Sasha got eliminated because you lost the crowd when Sasha got eliminated and then the EST music hit and people were just right back. I thought that was smart. I also thought it was smart to not let Ronda eliminate Bianca because people already feel like Bianca have been done so wrong. That would have been the least like that you wanted to do. So 1000%, I'm with you. You cannot have Ronda eliminate Bianca to win the Rumble. That would have get the crowd to turn on her. And if regardless of who Ronda's going for, whether it's Charlotte or Becky, I have a feeling she's gonna play the babyface. So you can't have her come back and like, Okay, John Riley, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. You cannot have her come back and already turn on somebody's favorites, because then that will definitely ruin a babyface run for Ronda Rousey right now. She got a good reaction. People missed her. So let's just keep her as a babyface. Seller Justin Lopez, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I'm just relieved it's going to be Ronda and Charlotte, which means Becky versus Bianca. Becky has to put her over. You can say Ronda versus Becky for LA. You're absolutely right. If the rumors are true, Ronda's here for a 2-year contract. We can do Ronda and Becky at the right time. I do think Ronda and Becky is the money match, but we do have other events to build to. I agree that you have to let Bianca, you got to bring that momentum back, because Bianca's so good. You cannot not do anything with her at WrestleMania. And I don't know that her not fighting for a title will make any sense. So yeah, I'm with you on that. And I think Ronda and Charlotte, I one of my favorite Ronda matches was the one that she had with Charlotte at Survivor Series. So I think they're gonna kill it, if you want me to be honest. We'll see what happens. But those are my thoughts on the Women's Royal Rumble. I don't know where does that leave Sasha in all of this. I personally think that maybe Sasha is not ready to come back yet, and they just let her come back for the Rumble, and that's why her appearance was kind of like not meaningful. I think a couple of people are fighting either injured or, I just don't know, because she was supposed to be out 6 to 8 weeks. So did you just bring her just for her appearance? Because if that's the case, then it will make sense that she got booked that way. Because when she was back, I was like, well, she's gonna win the Rumble if what's her face? If Ronda's not back. I personally thought Sasha was a favorite, because I didn't think they would do the same winner 2 years in a row. So a lot of people were rooting for Bianca. I think Bianca's great, but I really didn't see them doing the same winner 2 years in a row. So after that, Ronda Rousey pointed at the sign so fucking hard that it caught on fire. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you saw where my section was. It was literally right behind the sign. So the section in front of me had to be completely evacuated. Like, they had to completely empty all of the seats. This is while Becky Lynch and Doudrop are fighting. We can't see anything because they lowered the sign to extinguish the fucking fire. The sign was on fire on the inside. So if you guys watched, I haven't seen it yet. If you guys watched that fight at home and the crowd is completely dead, there was literally something dangerous fucking happening in the arena. Like the fucking WrestleMania sign was on fire. They had to lower it all the way. And the best part about this, they lowered the fucking sign. They extinguished the fire and they reloaded with more fucking pyro. Explain that to me. They reloaded the WrestleMania sign with more pyro for the second Rumble. Every time pyro went off after that, I had PTSD. I was like, let's just chill on the pyro for a little bit, By the time the sign went up and the people were escorted back to their seats, Bobby Lashley's music had already hit. So the sign started smoking after Ronda left the... Yeah, there was 2 fires. When Brock pointed at the fire, it caught on fire again. When Brock pointed at the sign at the end of the pay-per-view, it caught on fire again. But at that point, we were all leaving, so they didn't have to, I don't know what they did. They didn't have to worry about it. But, so yeah, they extinguished the fire and they reloaded with more fireworks for later. That's super smart, WWE. So I did not get to see, saludito, Jose, ¿cómo está? I didn't get to see any of the Becky Lynch and Doudrop match because the sign was literally in front of me like this. I couldn't see shit. De Puerto Rico, wepa! It made me laugh because you guys remember how we made fun of Ronda Rousey pointing at the sign on our last stream. Ronda's here to point at the WrestleMania sign. Well, her sign pointing skills are on a whole different level because this bitch made it, like her return was lit. Literally. I was so happy that everything was back to normal for Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. You guys know how desperately I've been wanting to see that match. So I was very happy that things were back to normal and we could focus our attention on these 2 beasts going at it. Big, meaty men slapping meat. Thank you so much, Gemini. You guys are liking my fit today. Thank you. So I thought this match, I cannot believe that Brock took the first suplex. Isa, can I meet you when you come to Boquerón? Of course, if I ever take time off to go and have a beach day. I thought that Brock taking that first suplex, the two spears, I thought the match started amazing. I really, that's what I wanted to see. I will say one thing, the way that Bobby Lashley was landing on those suplexes, I fucking cringe. I thought he was gonna break his neck, and then he started landing kind of like awkwardly. I thought he was gonna, if he didn't, I thought he was gonna get injured. I was scared for him. I was fucking scared for him. So, wow, boy. Oh my God. Mwah, I'm sending you hugs and kisses. I'm glad that your GoFundMe met the goal, and I hope that you're feeling better. And I love you intensely. You know this. So you guys know, like the way that Bobby Lashley was landing was absolutely ridiculous. It looked painful. I really liked it, and I like that this match ended. And I know I don't like fucked up finishes, but I do think that we should get a real Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar match later on. And the way that the match ended do keep the door open for that. Now we did see Roman Reigns came back out with that sexy ass black eye. Listen, I thought it was hot. We finally figure out who Paul Heyman really is with. This host ain't loyal. Paul, bro, this guy has been with you since 20 years and you're gonna do him like that? I get it though. If we're gonna have a babyface Brock Lesnar run, this is the perfect way to do it. I'm reading your chats, guys, and I love you so much. Thank you for giving me all of the feedback. I had a great weekend, and I just really am trying to you know, do better content, provide you guys with quality content. Join Lucha Libre Online, and that has been incredible. I'm trying to do more Spanish content. So I just want to thank you guys for supporting me. I really, really appreciate your comments, and I appreciate all the love that I received this weekend. It was overwhelming. I love you guys so much. So NYCC over on Twitch. You were right about Brock Lesnar. I told you guys that was going to happen. I told you guys whatever champion was losing the title was going to enter the Rumble and win it. My issue here is that I don't think that you needed to give Brock the Rumble because the story is written for him. Roman cost him the match. Brock doesn't need to win the Rumble. He could just show up on SmackDown on Friday and just like beat up Paul Heyman, and there's your match. But I get it. You know, whatever. Roman is on a different level of heel, and I think he's entering like Super Saiyan mode on his character, and that's great for him. After that, I think we had the Miz and Maurice match. I didn't watch this one because I wanted to go buy the Bad Bunny shirt. Priorities, you guys, okay? I'm sorry. I love Edge. I love the Miz. I love everybody. But as soon as I found out that they had the Bad Bunny shirt on the stands, your girl needed to fucking go get it, okay? Estoy burlao. Me tienen que soportar. So I didn't watch this match because I went up to buy the Bad. I bought both of the Bad Bunny shirts, and I bought the Ronda Rousey shirt. All right, so let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble because we gotta talk about it, right? I gotta tell you something. I was fooled. This was like playing just the tip. Okay, I was fooled. They opened up with Shinsuke and AJ Styles, and I was like, oh, this shit is gonna be good. Like, I kept thinking to myself, that's how we're gonna start the Rumble? This is how we're starting? I was ready. Like, my body was ready. I was like, if this is what we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. Guys, we gotta talk about AJ Styles. So I was so excited to see AJ Styles. And you know what? They did that the right way because their feud fucking sucked. But they haven't interacted with each other for so long that you forget about it and you get excited about them interacting as well. There was a lot of interactions in this Rumble that I really, really wanted to see. And they kind of like didn't make a big deal about it. Like, you know, we got an interaction between Riddle and Brock Lesnar. I've been dying to see that. And I don't know. I haven't gone back to watch commentary. I want to know if commentary says something about that. We got interaction between AJ Styles and Damian Priest. But there's a couple of like feuds that I would like to see in the future that, you know, happen in the Rumble, but they didn't really make a big deal about it. After Nakamura and AJ Styles, though, it went to shit real quick. I mean, your Intercontinental Champion, I don't even remember him getting eliminated. I don't even know who eliminated him. Like, your fucking US champ looked like a was. Like, they were like, oh, you need to go deal with Omos because you're the tallest. And he was like, oh, okay, I will. And he gets eliminated. When you could have done something with him and you were going to have Bad Bunny later on in the match, you really can't have them interact. I love how everybody wants to know how AJ Styles' hair feels. I feel like that information is worth money. So we're not going to reveal that information. You're going to at least give me a super chat or some shit, you know? Like, I got the secrets to AJ Styles' hair. I touched it. I touched his hair with this hand, you guys. If I go like this hand like spills shampoo. I got superpowers now. Anyways, yeah, I didn't think anything else good happened after that until Bad Bunny came out. If you guys want me to be okay, Johnny Knoxville, he did get a good pop. Yo, bro, did Johnny Knoxville punch AJ Styles for real? Because he felt that way. It felt like him and AJ Styles were like really going at it. They let Sammy have a moment. Yeah. They had yeah, my reaction to Bad Bunny was wild. And I knew he was there. And I haven't washed my hands because I touched AJ Styles with this hand and I touched Seth Rollins with this hand. So I'm kidding. I have washed my hands. We're in a pandemic, you guys. Come on. I didn't think anything interesting happened. I love you guys. How does AJ Styles' hair feels? It feels like you're holding liquid gold in your hands, you guys. That's how AJ Styles' hair feels. I'm gonna leave that one up. So until Bad Bunny came out, nothing really felt significant. I didn't like Finn Balor wasn't there. Apollo Crews was part of Media Day. Shelton Benjamin, like we got to interview them and they didn't even put him in the Rumble. Why did they give him to Media Day if they weren't even gonna have any? Whatever. I was very glad that I got to interview them and they were very lovely. I'm just disappointed that they didn't have any kind of like anything to do within the Rumble. And the rumors and the news say that the Rumble was rebooked like 20 times. So, and it showed. It showed. Isa, you saw Wrestling Inc. YouTube page. AJ Styles in wrestling. Yeah, I saw him. I was right there. I was right next to Nick, so I saw AJ Styles talking shit about the Wrestling Inc. website. I thought it was funny. AJ Styles was hilarious. He was hilarious. So yeah, when Bad Bunny came out, he stole the show, you guys. If you guys are in the chat, please leave some bunny emojis for Bad Bunny stealing the show at the Royal Rumble. It was incredible. And I gotta play it one more time. I'm sorry. You guys know he stole the show. Unfortunately, it should have not been Bad Bunny who stole the show, but he's very good at what he does. And I have to say, the way Riddle sold that Bunny Destroyer, I thought I liked the one that he hit on Morrison. I like this one better. And it seems like, oh, I see all the bunny. Thank you guys so much for the bunny emojis for my guy, Bad Bunny, El Conejo Malo, still in the show. I was in heaven. If you guys haven't seen my reaction, I put it on its own on my channel. You guys can see my reaction to Bad Bunny coming in, getting eliminated by Brock Lesnar. My heart hurt because you guys know how much I love Bad Bunny and how much I love Brock Lesnar. When he picked him up for the F5, I was like, he's going to fucking kill him. I was like, he's got a tour, beastie. Don't do this. Don't do this. Now, Bad Bunny does have a concert in Miami then both nights of WrestleMania. So if they build a storyline for him going into WrestleMania, I'm very curious about how they will manage this. But I can totally see Bad Bunny pulling this off because this man is so dedicated. So Shane McMahon was the big surprise, which really wasn't because Shane McMahon wasn't being secretive. He was walking all over the hotel taking pictures with people. So it's not like Shane McMahon was trying to be secretive. Somebody else that was like really wanting to be seen was fucking Kurt Angle. I think I saw Kurt Angle like 20,000 times. So he didn't even show up, but I was like, is he trying to be seen on purpose? There's a lot of people that I see at the hotel. Like Sarah Logan, I have seen her earlier. Cameron was being seen. So whatever. I popped when Drew McIntyre returned, and you guys, my reactions to the Men's Royal Rumble will be up tonight. It's uploading as we speak. But I popped for Drew. Because I wasn't expecting him. It was a nice surprise. So I did think it was great. And at that point, the Rumble was missing so much fucking like star power that even just hearing Drew's music, it was an automatic pop because we were like, we need some good people in here, you know? Another thing, like a big critic that I have for WWE is that they have changed the entrance music to so many people so many times that it's hard to pop when you don't recognize who the fuck's coming out. It happened with the women too. A lot of them got new music where I was like, wait, what? Who is this? So they need to stick with a theme and let us get emotionally connected into her theme music, because if you don't recognize it, how are you gonna pop? Nobody pop for anything, you know. So Kofi Kingston, bless his heart, man, that hurt my heart. That hurt my heart. And I feel like if you're a producer and you're producing this show, that camera angle should have been different, because you should take into consideration that Kofi Kingston could miss the spot. So why would you have a camera angle that's going to show him in that kind of way? Like, you should have a different camera angle, so if he does touch the ground, nobody sees it and you can keep him going. But listen, he's done this for so long that I'm not gonna be mad at Kofi Kingston. I don't consider that a botch. Like, it happened. Like, the things that he does are absolutely insane. I'm surprised that this hadn't happened before. If I'm being honest with you guys. So a little sad that Big E did nothing. Nothing. They didn't do anything with Big E. He was a champion not even a month ago. What? Kevin Owens didn't really do much. Shane McMahon came out and started beating up and then they did a replay, Michael. You're right, in the chat. And then they fucking show it again. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Shane McMahon came out. Bad Bunny was in the final 5. Good for him. But the final 4, I actually wonder if he landed that move in practice, actually. He probably did. He probably landed the move, but unfortunately he didn't land it, and that's okay. I don't think that usually, if you guys watch the old Rumbles, after he hits the spot, he gets eliminated right away. So I don't think that changed the course of the Rumble. AJ Styles got eliminated by Madcap Moss. Yeah, Tina, it was depressing. It was depressing. I kind of knew he wasn't going to win when he came out at number 1, because Edge won from number 1 last year. But I thought he would have a better showing, or that we would have some kind of angle set up for him. Madcap Moss is not who I want to see AJ Styles feud with. So I didn't like that. At number 30 comes out the Beast Incarnate, and we know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. He fucking destroyed everyone. He F5 my guy Bad Bunny. I love the suplex to Riddle, because I do want to see Riddle and Brock. And we all know what the rumors say. Riddle was supposedly the one that was chosen to win the Rumble until they decided that it was going to be Brock Lesnar. I have thoughts about that. Bad Bunny is a good wrestler. Thank you, James Adams. Somebody, like, people can admit to it, finally. So Brock Lesnar wins the Rumble. Dana White was probably jizzing in his pants at the end of this premium live event when the 2 Rumble winners were Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar. That's mainstream. That's going to bring money. That's going to bring eyes to WrestleMania. I get the decision to have them win the Rumbles from a business perspective, but you didn't have to book the matches so shitty. You didn't have to fucking bury your talent. You didn't have to, like, completely make your mid-card champions look like idiots. Like, no, you didn't do anything with Shinsuke and Damian Priest, who should be being built up to have one-on-one matches at WrestleMania, because it's 2 nights, buddy. 2 nights. Air Force Sister 74, I hope you're doing good, my love. $5 super chat. Love your reaction to Ronda and Bad Bunny. Great job on all your coverage this weekend. Thank you so much. Mwah. I appreciate you. I love Ronda Rousey. She's my favorite female athlete of all time. So I popped huge when she came out. I even had little tears in my eyes, because I know that she just gave birth. Like, that shit is impressive. And of course, you guys know my love for Bad Bunny is incredible. So it was awesome to see them come back. So yeah, what was I saying? Brock winning the Rumble, like I said, it's a WrestleMania decision, yes, but the Rumbles could have just been booked so differently. Like, these matches were trash. They were trash, and you completely switched the energy. Randy, like, he came out and got such a huge ovation because he is the hometown guy, and you didn't do anything with him. Nothing. It was weird. It was a weird pay-per-view, because on paper, when you look at the winners, they make sense. But when you watch the event, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? What you said about the upcoming talent, it was what I was telling you before. Yeah, but you went on my comments and you asked me why I wanted Brock to win. That doesn't have anything to do with how I felt about everything else. I was just trying to tell you, I just wanted Brock to win. Brock is one of my favorite wrestlers. So every once in a while, you guys have to understand that I am still a fan of this product, and I do want to see my favorites win. So if you guys know me, you know that if I had to give you my top 5 right now, it's Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey. So I was in heaven for this pay-per-view, but the Rumble sucked. No NXT talent. It was bad. It was bad. And we look forward to the Royal Rumble. Like, I feel like he's like, this is like the fans match. You know, WrestleMania is all a marketing scheme for WWE. They don't book WrestleMania for us, the hardcore fans. They book it for the casual. Yeah, they booked it for me, still, or Justin Lopez. They book WrestleMania for the casual viewers, for those that watch once a year. The Rumble is for us, and everybody feels done so dirty. I feel in pain for Shinsuke and Damian. And you can tell me it's just the Rumble. No, you've been booking them like shit for a while now. And you need to not do that to your mid card titles. There was at some point in recent history where these titles felt like they could main event and main event the pay-per-views. Main event the pay-per-views. So I thought Charlotte looked incredible, by the way. You know, you had like Seth Rollins' run with the Intercontinental title was good. The Miz had a great run with the Intercontinental title, and this is in recent years. You had in 2015, fucking John Cena was just murdering it with the US title, and now they're just like, sometimes you forget who the fuck the champions are. You had Priest with a 92% winning rate, and then you pin him for no reason whatsoever. So if I had to grade the Royal Rumble, because I was there live and because some of my favorite ones, I will give them a 5 out of 10. I was entertained by Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I thought they were incredible. I thought that match was incredible. I loved what we did get to see from Lashley and Brock before Roman came out. And fuck you, Paul Heyman. You're not loyal. There you guys go. Those are my thoughts on the Royal Rumble. I did have fun watching it, you know, but it's very different. The atmosphere live from the arena sometimes is very different than the atmosphere like watching it at home. I think if I would have watched that at home, I would have probably hated it. But being there live, yelling and screaming with your friends, you know, it was horrible though. The countdown, you're counting down. At some point, you stop counting down because there's no surprises. So it's like, what the fuck am I even counting down for? Cheers to Bad Bunny for stealing the show, though. Cheers to Bad Bunny. Nothing. Now we gotta talk about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw because I do think we're in for an interesting episode of Raw, and we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. And before I talk about that, if you guys missed it, I did touch AJ Styles' hair this weekend. I just want to remind everybody that me and AJ Styles had a beautiful moment, and we bonded over his hair, and it was great. So I want everybody to be jealous. I want everybody to be jealous in the chat that I got to touch AJ Styles' hair. All right, babes, what can we expect tonight from Monday Night Raw? I am on WWE.com. The first thing that I see on the preview is Ronda Rousey returns to Monday Night Raw. For the first time in nearly 3 years, Rowdy Ronda Rousey returns to Monday Night Raw following her remarkable Royal Rumble victory. The baddest woman on the planet made her return to WWE in epic fashion as the number 28 entrant in the Royal Rumble match, recording 4 eliminations, including SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, to earn the milestone victory. What's next for Rousey now that she has returned to the square circle, and who would she challenge at WrestleMania 38? Find out what she has to say. Hello, Zach. How are you? Film Nation, thank you for stopping by. And I see AJ Styles' hair. It's amazing. Just reminding you guys that I got to touch him. So we'll see what Ronda says. I want to see Ronda versus Becky, but you don't have to blow it like right now. I did think they built a little tension between her and Charlotte, so I do think she could go in either direction. I think both matches will be good stuff. So we'll see where it goes, but we should be seeing the Royal Rumble winner, Ronda Rousey. Wonder if she'll I think they're gonna milk it. I think they should milk her saying who she's gonna call out for a couple of weeks. I mean, the WrestleMania is not until April, so we got time. She don't have to come out tonight and say anything. Brock, Paul Heyman did troll Brock, man. That shit hurt my heart. Brock Lesnar to choose his WrestleMania opponent. Like, we really need to know. Now, do you guys think that we're going to see Roman Reigns and Charlotte Flair on tonight's show? Because if Roman Reigns is choosing, if Brock Lesnar is choosing his opponent, do we see Roman Reigns making an appearance? Do we see Charlotte Flair interrupting Ronda Rousey? We'll see. Miss Diva, if you see Alexa, I'm not gonna talk about Alexa Bliss's armpits. Nothing against Steel Nation. If he likes him, he likes him. I'm not gonna talk about him though. Brock Lesnar to choose his WrestleMania opponent. Brock Lesnar had a roller coaster of a Royal Rumble, losing his WWE Championship to Bobby Lashley in controversial fashion, following an attack by Roman Reigns and a seeming betrayal from his advocate Paul Heyman, before entering the Royal Rumble match at number 30 and running blah 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 blah. After a wild turns of events, the Beast now has a decision to make on who would she challenge. Is there even a question? Is there even a question here, like who Brock Lesnar is going to challenge? We know who Brock Lesnar is going to challenge. We know who Brock Lesnar should challenge. As a matter of fact, if Brock Lesnar challenges anybody but Roman Reigns,
come on.
Brock won the Rumble match in 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and that is a record. I cannot wait for the Brock 234 shirts. That was sarcasm. That was sarcasm. So, of course, I think the Beast is going to call out Roman Reigns. Like, it's the only thing that makes sense. He would look like a chump if he chose Bobby, but he did beat Bobby, but he knocked down the referee. We counted. I was in the crowd. We counted all the way to 16. You can see it in my reaction video, actually. How do we get to AJ Styles and Edge? That's what I really want to know, because there was no interaction between the two of them. So I really would love to know, how do we get to that, if that really is the match that we're planning on doing for the Royal Rumble. Really, really, really want to see AJ Styles have a significant match at the Rumble. And I think AJ Styles and Edge will be incredible. So yeah, also tonight, so we're gonna see both Royal Rumble winners tonight. Should be a good Raw. Bobby Lashley to usher an almighty era once again on Raw. Bobby Lashley is once again WWE champion, and that means the almighty era is back on Raw. After getting an unexpected assist from Roman Reigns during his collision with Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, Lashley pinned the Beast to become the WWE champion for the second time. He and an elated MVP are now set to start an almighty era on Raw once again, just in time for the road to WrestleMania to truly kick off. So, yeah. Cool Dream says, I want KO versus Edge. Yeah, that's a good match. The plan by Roman and Paul is what makes storylines the right way. No, I think it's great. I think it's great. When you look at my reactions, I think Will Nash, my friend here in the chat, must be new to my reaction videos, because I was salty that Brock lost, but it doesn't mean that the story wasn't great. Of course it's great. Brock is a babyface. Babyface Brock doesn't need Paul Heyman with him. The whole thing was absolutely incredible. When Brock pointed at the sign, it caught on fire again. Just want you guys to know that. Jay just did a little injection. That's incredible. That's awesome. So that's what we have on the preview for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. We're going to see both Royal Rumble winners. And supposedly, WWE announced that Bobby Lashley is going to defend the title inside the Elimination Chamber. When is the Elimination Chamber? Let me Google it. I know it is in Saudi Arabia, right? Elimination Chamber 2022. Let's see how many weeks we have to build this pay-per-view. Saturday, February 19th. So we don't really have much time to... Hi, Lauren. Thank you so much. I appreciate Lauren. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I haven't slept in like 5 days, so I apologize. And I think, so we have like 2 weekends. How many Raws do we have to build that? Because who do you guys want to see inside the Elimination Chamber? I think I could get behind. I think they're gonna put Omos in the fucking chamber, right? So you're gonna have Bobby Lashley. I think they're gonna put Omos in there. I think they're gonna put probably AJ Styles, maybe Edge, and that's how you start that storyline. You could put Seth Rollins in there. I would like to see Damian Priest in there, but I also think Damian Priest needs his own storylines for his own fucking title. So Matt Riddle, the original Rumble winner, should be in it. So do you think that Matt Riddle gets in the fucking Elimination Chamber, wins the title, and then somehow we have Riddle versus Randy? I don't think Riddle versus Randy needs the title if that's what we're going to do at WrestleMania, right? Like, I love Riddle. You haven't built him for him to become the WWE champion in the next 2 weeks. Like, that's not where he's at. He was just doing a fucking spelling bee last week. So it's nothing against Riddle. It just doesn't. Oh, Big E, that's a good one, Will. Thank you. Big E should definitely be in it. They treated him like shit at the Rumble too. Like his appearance was so fucking. I don't know what the word that I'm looking for. Like he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. I don't even remember what he did. Did he even get any eliminations? No. Who eliminated him? I don't know. So it was sad. It was sad. The way that they treated Big E was sad. Hi, K-Rob. What's going on? Mackenzie, what's going on? So yeah, I think we need to start building storylines for Shinsuke and Damian Priest. That I do think. Oh, so mad about how they treated them. So yeah, we'll see who will be inside the elimination chamber. Hook is in the chat. Hook is back in the chat, you guys. We gotta send Hook.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time.
The one thing that I do appreciate is what I told you guys earlier. I do think they're gonna start putting a little bit of more effort into the women's division with Ronda Rousey being back, and I do think that this next few weeks leading up to WrestleMania is when WWE tries a little bit. So I'm very curious to see the show tonight. I'm very curious to see what direction they're gonna go. Tonight and Friday are going to be absolutely humongous. Taylor Justin Lopez, my buddy. 4.99 super chat. WrestleBulls is saying they want Riddle and Orton for title at WrestleMania. Makes sense for Riddle win and Orton get jealous, but he's definitely not ready. Yeah, I agree with you, but I did wanted to see Riddle to be the one that turned. So I don't want to see Randy turning on someone again. Like that story has been told so many times that I do not have a problem with this feud happening. I think it's going to be epic and they're going to put on some amazing matches, but why not let Riddle be the one that turns? I think that would be fun. I think that would be more fun. Nobody's expecting Riddle to turn and he's so fun and like, bro, so who would expect him to have that evil like instinct? I think it would be fun. But I didn't think they needed to break him up. And, I don't know where I heard that Randy might be a little like working through a little injuries and aches and pains. So I think that Randy in a tag team might just be the best thing for him right now. So, but a vicious Randy Orton is good. Like, remember he was killing legends right before his feud with Edge? I love that Randy Orton. I don't know what happened to him after he like lit the fucking Fiend on fire. I didn't mind the Fiend and Randy's feud, but then after that TLC, everything just kind of like fell apart. So I don't know. I mean, they put a title. It's never a bad idea to put Randy Orton in a title picture, and I think Randy would be involved. Like, I think Randy will be invested because you can tell that he's having fun working with Riddle. So I think it will be. I don't know. I think it will be fun. But if you're going to do it for WrestleMania, then let's build it the right way. There's a lot of people that need to be built the right way, and they're just not doing it right now. Bit Moon with a 4.99 super chat. Great Rumble. How was the Ronda pop? Isa Crown. Ronda got a huge, massive pop, and which is why we were talking about earlier. Bit Moon, missed you. I hope you're doing good. We're talking about earlier. You can't let Ronda eliminate Bianca because I think you have a good opportunity to have a Ronda Rousey babyface run. Like, people were behind her and people liked her winning. They just didn't like the Rumble itself. But I think the crowd in the arena was happy to see her back, and they were happy to see her win. And a lot of people were buying the fucking shirt because they already had it in the stands. And I saw a lot of people going there to buy her new shirt. Ronda is very popular. And I think she's gonna do awesome things, but let's just do it the right way. If you want Ronda as a babyface, and I hate to even say this because I really want to see Ronda versus Becky, you can't put her against Becky because then people are gonna cheer Becky. People are already cheering Becky and she's a heel. Imagine if she's gonna go against Ronda because everybody wanted to see that match and everybody wanted to see Becky go over. So as bad as I want to see Ronda versus Becky, I think Ronda and Charlotte is the right way to go for her first feud. We can get to Ronda and Becky. We can. There's time. Ronda's not here for a short time. She will be here for a little bit. Will says, I think she's heel. I saw an interview that she did afterwards, and I don't know, Ronda always comes off like a tweener, like very in between. Like sometimes she acts like a baby face, but then she interviews like a heel. So it's weird. That's why I'm very curious to see what she'll do tonight, because she's going to be, we're going to figure out what kind of run she's going to have. Demolition, the Nasty Boys, 2023 Hall of Fame. Says Mike D with a $2 super chat. I gotta tell you, I'm always here for Mike D booking all of the Hall of Fame ceremonies. I appreciate you, Mike D. I hope you're doing good. And I hope you got to see Roman on the beginning of the stream. Yeah, the interview, she came off heelish. I agree with you on that. She did come off heelish. I want to just get Walter Mercado to change the mood and the vibe, because after talking about the Royal Rumble, I feel like we took a trip down to negative town, and we don't want to do that. So Walter Mercado, please change the energy on this chat, on this stream, por favor.
Y que Dios, el que todo lo puede, me los bendiga a todos, hoy, mañana y siempre, y que reciban de mí siempre paz, mucha paz, pero sobre todo, ¿qué? Mucho, mucho, mucho amor.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you for that. You guys, I wanted to say that I had an incredible weekend, and we'll talk more tomorrow about what I got to do. Ricky, happy birthday, and we'll sing you happy birthday tomorrow if you do love join the stream. But I had an amazing weekend. I got to do some interviews. I got to be on WWE TV. It was incredible, and I just want to thank you guys so much for the support, and the reactions are up. Ben, today's your birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. Everybody, please put some cake emojis in the chat for Ben. It is also Becky Lynch's birthday. Yeah, Bad Bunny was awesome in Narcos. Bad Bunny is very good at everything that he does, if I'm being honest with you. Like, good for him. Like, he's very talented, you know. But he was awesome in Narcos. I liked him. So I just want to thank you guys so much for the support. I thought it was, like, incredible how much love and positive feedback I received this weekend. I love you guys. I love you so much. So it is time to wrap things up and get ready for Monday Night Raw. I do think it should be an interesting episode, to say the least. I'm not saying good. I'm saying interesting. Lauren, St. Louis was cold. I worked a lot, so I didn't really get to enjoy the city. Like, I walked from the hotel to the arena, so that was about it. Everything else that I did was, like, inside the hotel. Alvin is asking how much I screamed for Bad Bunny. My reaction is up in the channel. So when I end this stream, go back into my videos and watch my reaction to Bad Bunny. The reaction to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns is getting some good traction too. And I will have the Men's Royal Rumble reaction probably within the next hour up on my channel as well. I'll be busy. If you look at my channel, I think I got 6 videos up today. I got an interview with the director of the Blair Witch Project. That is for Yellow Jackets Buzz. If you guys haven't seen it, he directed the season finale of Yellow Jackets. So he was kind enough to give me and Glenn an interview, and it was just so much fun to talk to such a legend, because I was a big fangirl of Blair Witch Project, you know, when I was in high school. So it was really cool to talk to him about Yellow Jackets, but also got to talk a little Blair Witch Project with him. So that interview is also up on my channel. All of the interviews that I did in St. Louis are up on Lucha Libre Online, but I do have some clips coming to my channel this week. I love you guys so much. I will not be on Wrestling Inc. tonight, but I will definitely have reactions. His segment give us some good reactions, you know. Seth trolled big time with the entrance. He tugged at my heart, because I'm a big Shield fan. So I agree with you. That entrance was incredible. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Go grab some snacks and get ready for the road to WrestleMania officially starts. Start practicing your sign pointing skills, you guys, because we're going to see a lot of sign pointing throughout the next few weeks. I will be back tomorrow with a little NXT pre-gaming. And until then, adios. Mwah. Boop.
Welcome to the demon level, body slam you through the rubble. Hosted by your demon diva, Queen of Sass, Style Lisa. Champions and main events,